Hello, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, whatever it is for you. This is going to be a walkthrough, a demo style healing where I'm healing myself. And hopefully it's of use to you, but I'm not going to overly focus on um, like how eloquent I am. It's just, I need to do some self healing, and why not live stream it? It'll be shorter, obviously, than my live streams these days, which are very long group healings where I'm healing 130 people for 2 hours. This will be something short because I haven't even eaten breakfast yet because my tummy and my intestines don't feel right, which is, why I needed to do some of this healing. So I'll be healing my tummy meridians and some other stuff, just whatever I feel like I need. And so maybe it's a useful walkthrough for you. Not necessarily for when your intestines aren't feeling well, just in general. I mean, tummy meridians are really good for just general functioning in life as well. This is my cat Smokey right here. He usually doesn't get a very deluxe blanket when he sits on my lap, so he's in shock. The blanket is so it's not some big crotch shot with the camera. But I don't usually live stream from here, but I figured, well, if I'm just healing myself, may as well do it where I normally would heal myself, which is here in this chair, looking out the window. So thanks for the confirmation. That really does help. So I know I'm not just talking to my laptop and my cat. So like I said, I'll just be healing myself, and I hope it's somewhat useful for you. And of course, you can use it whenever, even if you feel fantastic. I have no idea how long this will be. Hopefully it'll be like under a half hour, but I don't know what it'll be because I haven't done it yet. Okay, so again, like I said, it's just me healing myself. I'm not healing people that are watching or anybody else. It's just part of my own self-healing that I'm going to be doing today. Okay. So tummy meridians, I will show some images that are relevant. That is not me. That's an image from a video. It's some guy with a lot of hair. But so sorry about that. But yeah, that is the one for the tummy meridians. But usually it's a little moved up. So anyway, there's that. So those are the meridians I'm gonna heal at first. I'm pretty grounded, so I'm not gonna focus much on that right now. I have a nice wide grounding, as wide as all my auras, goes down all the way to the core of the earth. So I guess I'll comb through that really quickly just for kicks. So I have a copy out in front of me of my groundings, astral body and physical body groundings, and I'm just looking at clogs. I do have clogs more on my right hand side than on my left hand side, more in the back than in the front. So you can notice if you have some kind of pattern in your grounding. Maybe the whole back is clogged, maybe it's all fine everywhere, who knows. So I'm just working on some clogs I noticed in my grounding. So that's delightful. All right, so that was just a little grounding on blocking. I'm going to do a little more in the back, though. It is kind of odd in the back. Like it flows in the center, but then the flow downward in the back is just slower. You don't want slow releasing. There's a lot of white energy. So the question is, okay, is that people or invasive beings or both? And I think it's actually both. So first I'll pop out the people just with lots of gold light. And then the evasive beings, angels can recycle these beings. And I'm just chilling out while that happens. So it's faster in the back of my grounding, the downward flow, but back right is still kind of odd. I think they're hard objects that got thrown into the back right. My genetic family is not really a gentle bunch of people, especially around any kind of holiday. So I'm just melting away the hard objects that have been thrown into the back right of my grounding. So there we go. So now it's much easier to unblock the whole thing. All right. So I think that's good enough. So that was grounding. So now tummy meridians. Now for sure. So checking out CV, that one, up the midline of the front, starts in the crotch, goes up and ends in the tip of the tongue, goes straight up. So it just looks very, like the inner part of it is red and flowing, and the outer part of it is like solid black. So maybe the outer like 40% of my CV meridian. It should be a red flowy tube all the way up. But again, like I said, I got that black there. What the frig is that? It's not invasive beings. I think it's a person. Just, it's not a genetic family member. Yeah, it's just one of my clients. So I'm just going to use a lot of gold light and hand her to the angels. Angels, here you go. My tummy and intestinal upset, I don't think it was caused by people or any current events. I just think I've been eating one or two things in the last couple of days that I didn't realize were not good for my particular body. You know, like my intestines, people have different things that they digest well and they don't digest well, and it depends on the person. So anyway, I think it was a food cause, but you know, when your body is not doing well, then that lowers your physical boundaries. So then you tend to find, you know, people and invasive beings in your space more than normal, even though that wasn't the cause. You know, the eating the wrong foods for me in this case was the cause. But anyway, so CV meridian going up. Now I would say it's like 70% red flowy, and then the outer 30% of the CV meridian. Outer meaning closer to the front of my body. It's still within my body, you know, the CV meridian going up. But it's like it's still like a hard black. Just in front of it in the first layer is hard black as well. So that leads me to believe it was something thrown that just kind of pierced the CV meridian like a big hard wedge, because I can feel it in first layer, second layer, and third layer, not fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh layers. So it's like a hard sort of blade thing that just stuck there. So I'm gonna view myself in profile and just ease it out. And you can see angels, angels, here you go. So that's a weird feeling, because then now it's like leaking a lot without that hard object stuck in there. So I'm just surrounding my CV meridian in lots of gold light. And again, that's the one in the diagram. You can't see it super well because of all his hair, but it's a gray line right up the midline in between the orange lines. Still doesn't feel right, but I guess we're making progress. 80% now is red and flowy, and then I still have that 20% hard black. I have little like hard spear thingies sticking in These are from a family member, genetic family member? No, from a client. So I'm just going to do sticky gold wax to stick. I'm using a copy out in front of me, in part because my cat's in the way for me to do it direct. But I'm just using a copy of my CV Meridian and then sticky gold wax and just having the spears stick to the sticky gold wax and then easing them all out. You just, there you go. So then now it's leaking more than before with the spears out, so I'm just repairing that area, and then there's some more spears, just a couple, some more sticky gold wax to ease out the spears all at once. Angels, here you go. We're getting there. So now it's like 90% just red flowy upward, and then there's like a little thinner crust now of hard black energy. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on some of the other tummy meridians because they all support each other. So I think getting that final 10% will be a lot easier once I get, like in the diagram, those two orange lines. That's the kidney meridian, which also goes upward, the two branches of it. So yeah, see, that's really screwed too. Stomach meridian is a little screwed, not as much. And then the spleen meridian is a little screwed, not much. Screwed meaning in need of help. Anyway, so I'm doing the orange lines in the diagram, which is the kidney meridian, which isn't orange in reality. It should be red and flowing, but mine is about 80% solid, hard, black, stuck energy, which is part of why I feel so crappy. So I'm just working on melting that away. Kidney meridian. Natural direction of flow for kidney meridian is just like the CV meridian, upward. Although CV meridian isn't straight up the whole way, it zigzags like that. See that orange one, how it goes like a Y and then it goes up a little more. But I'm not worried about that part. I'm just worried about mostly the part right around the stomach area, because I think that's the messed up part. So I think half of it now, the innermost half of my kidney meridians are red and flowing, but then that outer 50% is hard and black, which again, it is still within my body. The outer part is just closer to the surface of my skin. And yeah, lots of hard black. So I'm taking little breaks because with physical body stuff especially, you want to just ease your body into the transitions, even if it's healing it. You don't want to be like, womp, 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 you know? Like your body needs to handle the shift. Hi to people watching. Yeah, people can steal energy through cords. Yeah, of course. Thank you for your kind words about my videos. Yeah, people can definitely steal energy through cords, of course. They can also send energy though. So in my case, with my stomach feeling like crap, again, like I said, it was caused by food, but then that lowers my physical boundaries. So then, you know, my not kind and gentle genetic family throws stuff at me anyway. And so it was more likely to penetrate and get stuck. And the cords, I don't really have much of a cord issue right here in the tummy meridians. Maybe like in front in the aura, there's some cords, but it's not really the primary problem right now that I'm noticing. I'm noticing more just really hard stuck energy and some thrown objects that I can melt away. So I'm still working the CV, I'm sorry, the kidney meridians, which in the diagram is the orange lines. I would say now there's about like 65% red flowing my life force flowing upward, which is good, and then the outer like 35% is still red and crusty. So if I feel in front of the kidney meridian, like, you know, my first layer, second layer of my auras right there, and my Wei Qi auras in front there, so, you know, like maybe a couple inches in front of my body there, in front of my tummy. And again, I would put my hands there, but my cat's right there and I don't want to smack him in the face. So anyway, feeling in front there, I do feel hard objects sticking into the kidney meridian. So that's part of why I can't fully heal it. So I'm just going to sticky gold wax all my tummy meridians, especially for the, you know, the hard objects thrown, and then just ease all the hard objects out. Angels, here you go. Again, sticky gold wax on my tummy meridians. Ease them out, the hard objects out. Angels, here you go. So then I'm going to quickly repair the gashes that are left over from the hard objects. I flipped over my copy so that it's like facing me, the damage. Flipped around my copy. Again, I'm working my tummy meridians, just like in the diagram. Mostly so far just CV. I'm doing CV again a little bit, and ooh, I'm getting a little red flowy in the front. Yay me. Yay me. There's hope. I'll live. CV, no, sorry, kidney meridians on the other side of the CV meridian, the orange lines in the diagram. Kidney meridian, come on. It's still, it looks so like, you know, like very weak. It's just like there's energy flowing through it, but not a lot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at, I have all the meridians here. So I'm going to look at where the kidney meridian starts. So see the orange? So it starts right there. So my question is then, you know, so what I want to look at is that starting point, because you can get blocks right at the first point. So that would be called, and it's not white, it's just when the video shows the flow, it shows a white thing moving, which is unfortunate. I mean, in my ideal world, it would be a red burst that follows along, not a white burst. But anyway, these videos weren't made for me. But anyway, so I think I have a bunch of blocks right at that kidney one, that first point right there. I'm going to move that white to get away from it. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah, okay. So see the red dot right there in the front bottom of the foot. So that's kidney one. That's the first little chakra of the kidney meridian. And that could be damaged, which it is. It's totally crushed. It's like if you took a light bulb and just went and crushed it. So it's supposed to have a round cylinder shape, you know, cylinder with two round openings. So I'm just repairing my kidney one meridians. Because if you feel like there's not enough life force flowing in the meridians, then something's wrong. Like either it's not bringing in enough energy or it's the chakras within it aren't generating enough. So kidney one, repairing that first little chakra in my kidney meridian. There we go. Okay, so now there's more. Yeah, I feel like now it's like 35% more flow all of a sudden, because the kidney meridian is doing its job and bringing in the life force that it's supposed to bring in. Like these meridians, they hand off, like, so the energy flows through one meridian and then another and then another and then another. So now it's receiving the proper amount of energy, but I still feel like there's blocks somewhere before the tummy area, so there's just not enough. I think there's damage to some other kidney points, so I'm just going to intuitively watch the video and see where which chakras are damaged. So I'm just following along at the pace that the video's going. Those are all fine. That one's fine. That one's fine. All those dots are little chakras. So I'm intuitive. Oh, that one right there. So see how it went. It doesn't show up great, but it went. There's a point in the kidney meridian, this orange line, in the back of the knee. See right there? So that one is crushed. So the energy flows really well up until there. And then that one's also crushed, that chakra. So there's a ton of leakage. So that's not cool. So I'm repairing that kidney chakra, kidney meridian chakra. I don't know which number that is, 12, 14, 9. I wasn't counting. So sorry. You can Google if you need to know what number that is. Google kidney meridian diagram and then just look at they'll number the points, but it starts at 1. But you don't need to know the point numbers to do the work. Just use your intuition and repair the ones that you repair. Oh, frig. So I feel like a really big chain reaction with that. It's mostly better now, that kidney meridian point behind the knee, in the back of the leg, at the level of the knee. There we go. So it's repaired now, but it's still like half blocked. So I'm melting away the energy blocks within that little chakra. Ah, la 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 la. Yeah. Yeah, so now I feel like, okay, that little chakra isn't screwing up the whole flow of that meridian. And I do feel a big chain reaction. So that's pretty cool. So now I'm going to keep watching this little kidney meridian video. I think it's about to show his balls. Sorry about that. For his private parts. And then, but I think all those are fine now. Yeah. So I think the front tummy area was screwed up, but then I fixed enough of it, and then it was screwed up at kidney 1 points at the foot, and then behind the knee, and then so now with that extra flow in the kidney meridian, I'm gonna go back to that part. So yeah, now it's like 90% flowing red just by increasing the flow, by repairing damaged chakras along the kidney meridian. It's like there's so much more life force. So that's what you want, because then that extra quantity of your life force in the meridian kind of scrubs out hard energy. So that's the ideal, is when all these little chakras are doing their job and they're not crushed and they're not blocked, then they keep amplifying the flow and increasing the flow, and then you're like a little self-cleaning, you're like a dishwashing machine, scrubbing out the blocks all the time, just automatically. So that's nice. So yeah, my CV meridian's nice now too. I do have some weirdness in my aura in front here, in front of my tummy, and again, my cat Smokey's right there, so I don't want to clobber him. So, but this tummy area is not what it should be right there. Something is really off, like my aura is in front of my tummy. So I'm just watching like a little profile view of myself, and this is the tummy area. There's just, I think I got a lot of dumped energy from different people. So genetic family for me is always my first suspect. So any dumping from genetic family, yes. So I'm just going to do a big, I don't need to know which one of them is more upset with me today. You know, so I'm just going to lump together all genetic family dumps that are in front of my tummy and wrap them up in gold light and give them to my angels. Angels, here you go. So I can tell that made a difference, but it's still like feeling odd right here in front. So there's more to do. Oh, you know what I should do? That CBW stuff, chaos boundary window. Wall, sorry, chaos boundary wall. I forgot what W stands for. So that's a newer thing that I've been doing, where it's just an easier representation of your boundaries with invasive people and invasive beings. So you just imagine like a giant big gold flowy wall that represents your boundaries with external forces. and just heal that wall. And you can imagine it in 4 sections if that works for you better, because then you're like, okay, this section's fine, that section's fine, I just need to focus on these 2, you know, but you don't have to imagine it in sections. Although I kind of like that. So yeah, I think just the middle 2 sections need a lot of help. Which is not entirely unusual for me, but it probably affected me more. You know, I felt it more because my physical body had those digestion issues right now. So looking at my CBW, my chaos boundary wall, it's like these 2 middle sections, they're just, they look not good. They look like big black clogs, big gaping holes. Usually sometimes there are invasive beings in the way, you know, clogging up the holes. There aren't many right now, but I may as well just say, angels, can you recycle any beings in the way of this repair, please? And that way, angels will recycle them. And then, yeah, there's more like thrown hard object type stuff. Mostly genetic family, but some client stuff as far as who it's from. But again, I'm trying not to focus too much on that, because angels, here you go, angels, here you go. I mean, I could just sort of look and be like, you know, see like, okay, there are 3 clients doing it. So hello, karma is real. Please ask your angels to help you with healthy boundaries with me. Hello, karma is real. Throwing objects at my tummy is not good karma for you. You can ask your angels for help with boundaries and with your repressed anger. Hello, I've been receiving your dumps and karma is real. So if you wish, you can ask your angels to help you to work through your boundary issues with me, and that would improve your karma and improve your day, I'm sure. Thank you very much. Then my genetic family members that are doing it, there's 3 of them. Hello, karma is real. Your angels can help you. Hello, karma is real. Your angels can help you. Hello, karma is real. Your angels can help you. They know the drill, because I've talked to them plenty about this kind of stuff on a spirit level. It's just they get caught up in, you know, their judgments and their anger and become very vicious subconsciously. All right, so I'm still working on my chaos boundary walls, the gaping, clogged up parts of them. Using lots of gold light generated from my hand chakras and my fingertip chakras. There we go. So I'm just focusing so much gold light where I see the rips so that they grow back. It's an improvement. I think that's enough for now of chaos boundary wall work. Again, I want this to be somewhat quick because I need to eat protein. I need very regular protein because of my blood sugar issues, and I haven't eaten yet because of my tummy issues. So there's that, but I am feeling better. Let's see, what else do I need? I still feel a lot of heaviness in my aura right in front. I'm just like combing through it. It's like, what? It's like combing through glue. I don't think that's invasive beings, though. I think it's just more dumped energy. So I'm just melting it with gold light. It's like walls of sort of rubbery, hard energy. Let's see. So your first layer, first chakra at the base of your spine, where my cat's head is, right there, behind there. That ideal color should be red. I'm checking to see if my chakras are damaged. I think they were damaged, like chakras 1, 2, and 3, but my cat's boundary wall work helped with that, but they're not fully repaired. There's little hairline cracks in my astral and physical chakras 3, 2, and 1. 3 is right here where your solar plexus is, where your sternum bone ends. 2 is below the belly button, and 1 is the base of the spine. I think all my chakras have little hairline cracks. I think they were bigger cracks before I did chaos boundary wall work. So just to speed up chakra repair, I'm going to repair all my major and minor chakras at the same time using the composite copy technique. So just I'm making my intention a big open cylinder, and with my intention I'm saying, okay, that represents all my major and minor chakras, and I'm using gold light to repair even the little hairline cracks, and I'm lifting out any baggage in the way and melting it. And you know, your intention is always you want to do what's healthy and gentle to do right now, because otherwise you're creating a whole different problem for yourself because you did too much at once. Alright, so again, what I'm doing right now is chakra repair of all my major and minor chakras. And I feel this quite a bit in my tummy area as I'm doing it, so I'm thinking that some of the minor chakras in those tummy meridians were blocked, yes, but also maybe they had little subtle cracks that I didn't notice. So now they're getting repaired. I'm unblocking, I'm just lifting out the blocks in the chakras and melting those away, lifting out the blocks, melting those away, lifting out the blocks, melting those away with gold light. I feel like that's good enough. I'm melting cords from other people, from invasive beings, just melting them with gold light, which I was doing anyway, but now I'm mentioning it out loud for the benefit of people listening, and also to remind myself to really focus on that, melting cords. All right. I think I feel almost good enough to just, you know, stop and have breakfast. So I'm checking. Something's up with my feet. And I don't think it's how I'm sitting, and the fact that my cat's on my ankle. Ow, although that doesn't help. He's kind of chunky. You see his big butt there in the camera. But I think there's more to it. Something about my astral legs is not quite fitting into my physical legs. My chakras, my major chakras are fine now. Maybe, yeah, the alignment of my chakras is kind of off. They're like womp, 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 womp. So major chakras along my spine, along your spine, if you're healing yourself, obviously. 7 is oriented this way, with the round opening at the top and the bottom, but no silver, ideally, for your 7th chakra. This is just warm water, for those curious. Anyway, 7th chakra, 6th, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So as I'm healing them, I'm kind of just letting them click back into place. So that's chakra alignment that I'm doing. fifth chakra, fourth chakra, third, second, third. I just wait till they kind of click into place. So 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 are this way, round opening in the front and round opening in the back. First chakra, it's like not quite wanting to click into alignment. So that would cause me to suspect cords or something else going on with my first chakra. So I have a copy of physical and astral first chakra. Raw. I can talk. Yeah, they're both kind of knocked out of alignment. You know, I don't think I have any aura damage right now. I probably did have aura damage here in the front, but I don't anymore. I think that just sort of auto-healed before I started the live stream. You have a lot of flow and gold light that you're generating with your creative rings and your manifestation rings. And you're letting your angels help you. Sometimes things just auto-heal without you doing it on purpose. But my first chakra is still like womp womp. So I'm looking, and it looks like there's a big white pole stuck in the front of it. So that can't be good. So that's a gift from a beloved genetic family member. Angels, here you go. A couple more. Angels, here you go. Couple more. Angels, here you go. Man, it's open season. There we go. So I just used extra gold light once the hard objects were gone to kind of let that gash in the front of my first chakra fill back up and repair. Yeah, so now both astral and physical first chakras just clicked into alignment. Yeah. So my legs, my astral legs are fitting better into my physical legs, but still not great. I wonder, because my kidney meridian, that the little chakra in the kidney meridian behind the knee was so damaged, I'm wondering if there's more like meridian little chakras around my knees that are damaged. But I mean, I could look up and figure out which meridians go through my knees and, you know, blah, blah, blah. But I think I'm just going to imagine my knees and just use so much gold light that everything in it would unblock and repair, hopefully, for the sake of time. So I'm just imagining copies of both my knees, the whole leg, you know, around my knee. And just lots of repair, gold light, lifting out any blocks. I can blow them up since I'm healing just myself. So I'm lifting out blocks in and around my knees, blowing them up, lifting out blocks in and around my knees, blowing them up. Lots of gold light. Also, first, just your aura, my aura immediately around my knees and around that part of my leg. I'm repairing, yeah, the like first layer, second layer, right? In front of my knees is all like really hard. So there's that. So I'm just unblocking in front of my knees. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, there you go. So now my astral toes are in my physical toes, my astral ankles are in my physical ankles, my astral knees are in my physical knees. Because you come in from the top down, so the issue in and around my knees was blocking me from fitting into my feet as well. So now I'm there. So it's almost breakfast time for me. Very late breakfast, but still in front, right in front of my tummy. It's just not a happy place. Oh, you know what? Sometimes if you have you have problems that aren't clearing, it's like you have denial in that area that so the denial of whatever is causing you not to be able to clear what you'd like to clear in that area. So I think that's what's going on. Like this mess in front of my tummy, there's somewhere in that mess is some stuff that I'm in denial about that I'm trying not to see, and so therefore it kind of handicaps me. So I'm gonna work on clearing that denial. I'm just lining up energy blocks representing whatever I'm in denial about my tummy area, whatever I'm avoiding. So I feel like that's enough. So then hopefully now I'll be able to do a more thorough comb through of, like, so from my tummy outward, and just lots of cold right there. So obviously as you're listening, don't think about my tummy, think about yours, you know. You can heal yourself. So just comb outward. And you can, if you don't have a cat right there, you could do it like literally, but you could also just do a copy out in front of you. But there is a stickiness right around the skin and just in front of the skin. I think that is a couple invasive beings. So angels, can you recycle any invasive beings in the way of my work here? Yeah, that might be good enough, because now I feel like a lot of smooth flow. Not perfect. Like CV Meridian, I think, that one that goes up the midline of the front, there's still a couple of spears in the lower part of it, like part where my cat's head is. So I'm just using sticky gold wax to stick to the spears, the hard objects thrown, and then lift those out. Angels, here you go. An extra gold light to repair the gashes. Yeah. So I'm going to redo my gold buffer zones. There's an 18-minute video on that, as most of my clients are very sick of me saying. I'm sure. It's called gold buffer zones, is what I'm doing. You just redo them. There'd be gold force fields that help with keeping you safe. Still. Like fourth layer in front of my tummy, good flow. Second layer in front of my flow, that's in front of my tummy, that's where it starts to get like hard, like granola, like crunchy. Second layer crunchy, first layer crunchy. So it's like this intermittent little blocks that like granola, which it shouldn't be. It's not a being, it's a person. Just one, it's a client. So I'm just gonna wrap that person, lots of gold light, hand them to the angels. Angels, here you go. Please have your angels help you heal your body so you don't have to be in mine. Thank you very much. Goodbye. Go find your body. Go take a deep breath. Yeah, a couple more clients. Gold light. Wrap them up in gold light. And just really go. Yeah. So it's not perfect, but I think that's good. I'm checking the back of my aura, because you know when you work so much in the front, then you want to make sure you're not like your aura is not only in front, you know. So I'm just checking the back, making sure it's nice and wide and flowing in the back as well. First and second layer, right? You know, the aura is right close to my back, or a little too compressed. So I'm combing those out. There we go. Yeah, I think a lot is okay now. Good enough for breakfast. Because I need my protein. This is to double check my grounding. So I have a copy of both my groundings out in front of me. You know, unblocking the back especially. But all around, indie grounding, melting away any connections between my grounding and anybody else. Using gold light. So I'm just double checking with my angels. Angels, am I done? They're like, yep, a good place to stop. You're a rock star. So that's so nice of them to say. Angels are so encouraging. So cute. All right. So thanks for the encouragement and comments. You guys are amazing. So there you go. I have no idea how long this was, but hopefully it was short-ish and useful to you guys as well. So hope you have a good day or evening or morning, whatever's next for you. And there will be a giant healing live stream for the December triplet set in 2 days, because December 1st is a Friday and the triplet starts on the first Friday always. So in just 2 days, there will be the first healing of the December triplet set. And any information, if you want more, I mean, obviously there are over 600 videos on this channel, so there's all the information you could ever want, I suppose. But you could also check out my website. The new website address is jwhealing.com. I'll type that out. And you can also email me, janet@jwhealing.com. All right, you guys are amazing. Bye.